Hey gang, good morning. Happy Thursday. Wanted to come to you real quick as we prep, for Thursday, going into the weekend, finishing the month strong, finishing the quarter strong. And real quick, if you're not where you want to be, or even if you are and you want to take it to another level, I want to super duper encourage you today, after you've made your phone calls and you're prepping to come into the office, to really make sure you fill out that support sheet and that evaluation sheet. All right. It's really important that you try to identify what you feel is going on and you can improve. But even more important after that is that you don't self-diagnose. All right, that's really just for reflection. From there, you want to make sure you get with your leaders and your managers, all right, and bounce things off. One of the biggest things I've learned, not only in this career but in life, is a huge deficit people do to themselves, often myself included many times, is we self-diagnose problems that don't exist. I see it so often with agents and leaders, and even again myself in life. Taking it to an example with my knee. I thought I had a really bad knee problem, and my doctor, gave me a list of things to do, and from there it didn't subside, and I went to a physical therapist, who specified in knee injuries, and she diagnosed me. She's like, you know what, you don't have a knee problem. Your knee is fine. The structure's fine, ligaments are fine. She's like, the problem is you have a tight hips, and your IT band is tight, and that's pulling on the ligaments in your knee, causing knee pain. But she said the real problem is in your hips and your IT band. And this kind of blew my mind. I was talking, I think, with Ryan McDonald recently about this, this kinetic chain. So guys, even in sales in your career, remember that you have a kinetic chain. A lot of times you think you have a closing problem, when in fact it's an activity problem. And sometimes you have an activity problem and you think, all right, well, I have a phone problem, or I have a lead problem, when in fact it's not a phone problem or a lead problem. It might be a focus problem or a learning problem. Maybe you're not taking enough time to hone in your skill and get better at what you're doing. And so we self-diagnose the problem that really isn't the problem. And now you've created a problem that you're trying to solve, but there is no solution because it's not a real problem. All right, so I really want to encourage you guys today, self-reflect, get with somebody, an expert, all right, whether it's myself or Laura, Mike Russo, Veronica, Chris, your MGAs, right? Or whether it's a guru in the form of a Tom Hopkins or a Brian Tracy or a Grant Cardone, or a Jeb Blunt, right? But let's make sure, guys, that we really diagnose the right things so we can start to make improvements on a daily basis. I'll catch you on the flip side.